Hey everyone, welcome to the Pregame Show, Game 3, Stanley Cup Finals. We've got a full crew on deck here. I mean, we're in our normal spots, but it looks like producer James is out on the lake, buddy. How's it going out there?
Not bad. The weather's hit and miss out here, and I'm not sure how good my connection is, so you just boot me if it's getting bad. But I couldn't resist coming on and just chatting a bit about the game ahead of time here. This is exciting.
Yeah, it is, right? Like I'm really excited about tonight. I have such a good feeling about the game tonight. I got a couple buddies that are in Montreal that are at the game, and they're just sending me videos from walking around the streets, and it just gives me chills. Like you just the whole city is going to be electric tonight. Regardless if they didn't let them have the extra fans, it's going to be loud in there, and I fully expect a huge win tonight. And then the city's going to go wild, and who knows what happens after the game.
We have to. I mean, we got to treat tonight and the next game like game sevens, right? That's what it is. It's do or die tonight. You got to make it.
Game 7 rest of the way, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you get these two big games at home. You have to. I think you have
tie
to
it up at least.
You have to win tonight, no matter what.
Yeah.
Shitty to say. I think if you don't win tonight, it's a hole you're not going to get out of. Not against Tampa Bay. But I mean, the boys. I mean, last game. I know you guys were jumping on post game and. What a great game they played, just on the unfortunate side of it. That's all. So hopefully they can bring the same stuff tonight and we see a better outcome. Yeah.
Yeah. As a, pretty optimistic, Habs nativity guy over here, after one, you were thinking, okay, maybe it's game 1, but maybe Tampa is that good. And immediately watching game 2, Montreal's right there. The way they played was exactly, in line with how they played all playoff long. It was the perfect game plan. They frustrated them. They outplayed them. They outchanced them. And you can probably say for the first time in the playoffs, I wouldn't say they got out goaltended, but their goaltender was incredible. He Price didn't play bad, but Vasilevsky was the difference in the game. And that hasn't been the story against Montreal all playoffs.
Vasilevsky's pretty much doing what Carey Price has been doing to every other team so far. We're getting a taste of our own medicine. That's practically what it is.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you can hear me okay.
Yep.
The shot selection differential. So it's plus 20 goal shots on goal versus Canadiens versus Lightning. At any point, Dale, do you go into a game going, I'm going to be more patient shooting on net? I'm thinking of guys like Cole Caulfield who are kind of taking the approach maybe that they took in the first series with Jack Campbell, where it's, just pepper the shot with nets, or the net with shots, sorry. And, I'm at the cottage. Give me a break.
Absolutely.
I think you know what I'm trying to say, which is I felt like a few times they were quick to get the puck off their stick. And Vasilevsky's a guy, he's just gonna get that feeling, 2 periods into a game when he's stopping everything that he's invincible, which is the last place you want to put a goalie. So do you think maybe that's one thing they just got to change, is not to get cute, but let's be a little more patient with shots on goal? Yeah,
you're bang on. It's something that we watched Vegas just continue to struggle with against Montreal, where just every game it got worse. And there's 15 shots over the net, then it was 20, and it was getting ridiculous the way they were missing the net. And I think early we're seeing that problem where, you look at a really good goal scorer like, Cole Caulfield, where, I'm not saying he's rushing chances, but already, Vasilevsky's in guys' head. You haven't beat him with a clean shot in 2 games, which, isn't a big deal, but it's, the goalie's confident. And, it becomes a point where they were getting traffic. They were getting good chances. They just continue. They got to stay with it, and maybe have a little more poise. But again, all the goals I think you're going to get on Vasilevsky, I don't think you're going to beat him with any clean shots. I think it's rebounds and traffic, and I thought they did a really good job with that in game 2. And any other night you might score 3 goals. Maybe again it goes off a leg or you get a crazy rebound. So I think they got to stick with it, but. I like the point you make, James, because we saw it around before, and you could see it creeping into Montreal already in game 2.
Yeah, it's a great point. It's exactly what's happened. It's what teams go through when you face Carey Price, and as Montreal fans, we're always so happy to see it, and then to be on the other end of it, it sucks. I mean, he's good, and me and my dad are sitting there, and I was like, his gear's too big. this, that, and then at the end of it, I was like, no, he's just good for Christ's
He's just
sake.
good.
Yeah. I mean, credit to him. And like you said, like you can tell guys are starting to hesitate now. Like they'll have that clean shot and then they're looking for something else because they know one-on-one, there's a good chance he's going to make that save. And as Habs fans, we're finally understanding what people go through when they see Carey Price in that.
Yeah, like even
sucks.
when you're in a prime area where you know, I saw a couple of chances where guys turn down prime shots, and you know, sometimes regardless of how good a goalie is, if you're in a prime area, if you get it off quick enough, you can't stop it. You put it in a good place, I don't care who the goalie is, you're going to score. But it just, you know, as a scorer and a shooter, it just gets in your head, and it's crazy the way confidence works. But you know, I'm hoping the boys can kind of get a lead tonight, come out and get a goal early. And then obviously that changes things completely. You know, again, it was a good start in game 2, but then you get scored on and, you know, it changes. So for them, I really want to see him score the first goal tonight. And I'd like to see it early too, just to kind of
get the momentum going.
Yeah. To touch on what James said, like, you know, you go another period where you don't score on him the first period, Vasilevsky's going to feel invisible. And then it's going to be really, really, really tough night.
Yeah. And just quickly here before we get to more of this stuff, I've seen one comment here, and it's relative with you, Dale, because you had to go through that with Ben Bishop on Tampa. And as a Habs fan back then, I remember going like, man, this guy's unbeatable. He's massive. And we could see back in 2014, and was it 15, I think it was, where you guys kept facing Tampa. They beat you the second time, and he was playing unreal. It just brings back some memories, I think, for some Habs fans when that goalie in Tampa is getting hot.
Yeah, and I think back to the 2015 series, and it's eerily similar. Where, you know, it probably wasn't the best matchup for us on paper, but then when you got in the games, you know, they were tight games. We were right there. We just didn't score enough. You know, we ended up losing in 6. I think we were down 3-1, made it 3-2 in the series at home, and then we went to Tampa, lost game 6. But the Ben Bishop thing again, I remember us, you know, our game plan was about how we were going to beat them as a team, and then the last 3 games, all we talked about was how we're going to beat Ben Bishop, and it completely consumed our thoughts and completely took away from the way our team is playing. And good goalies have that ability to do that. Obviously, we've seen with Carey Price as Habs fans numerous times. So. You know, very interesting to make the comparison there. It's very similar.
So with the beginning of this game at the Bell Center, 3,500 fans going crazy. Wish it was more. How hard do we push the aggression in the game, seeing how good our penalty kill is playing? It seemed like with Armia back last in game 2 that the penalty kill was back doing what the Canadiens penalty kill does, which is, you know, stop everything. And do we try to push towards what maybe the standard is in the first period to just set that level of aggression and, you know, flex our home court, so to speak? Or do we want to, you know, not risk being shorthanded and going down 1 goal? Like, how do you set the tone as a coach heading into this game, this pivotal match?
Yeah, I think it's going to be an aggressive start. I think it's going to be more like game 1 than game 2. I don't know about you guys, but game 2 felt like, I don't know if it was the energy or maybe just the excitement was worn off, but game 2 was nowhere near as physical as game 1. And it almost played in Montreal's favor. I don't know if Tampa looked at it and was like, okay, we were way too physical in game 1. That's you know, we're not going to win that game, so let's stay away from that. Or I'm interested to see how it goes tonight. But if I'm Montreal, you know, if I'm coaching, I think they're coming at him in the first period. Again, I just, from a player's perspective, you're pulling up to that rink. There's fans all over the street. Like, your adrenaline's pumping 2 hours before the game. You want to get on the ice. You're in the Stanley Cup final. You know, it's just going to be the first period. I think, again, is going to be like game 1. It's going to be physical. Anderson's going to have about 7 hits. You know, Corey Perry's going to smash somebody, get in someone's face. I think it's going to be great. And I think, you know, you almost take your chances where you get on the penalty kill. I thought the penalty kill was great again in game 2. And, you know, take your chances, be physical, because that's going to be the you know, the calling card coming later in the series here, you know, whether it's game 5, 6, 7. You know, you could see it taking a toll on guys already on Tampa. They've lost, you know, not Killorn from physical, but you could see some guys heading to the dressing room after a couple of hits. And, you know, it's only going to get worse as the series goes on.
Yeah. It's a great point.
I do like that point too, because it seems like that's been Montreal's kind of, I shouldn't say game plan, but you can tell every series they've been as physical as they can be. Like Anderson's been run around like an animal, and just the physical toll it takes. You could see it in the Vegas series too with their defensemen. It starts to slow them down, starts a little bit of question or doubt in their minds when they're going for that puck. I know they're still going to go for it and make the play. They're NHL players, but after a few games, like you don't want to get hit anymore. Especially a guy like Anderson or Kage coming in, these bigger guys. And I think it's a great point that was brought up earlier, that Armia coming back. He just kind of equals out that line tremendously in that penalty kill. And I think there's no coincidence that the lines were playing better game 2. And then I'm curious tonight, I saw some questions about Dom Ducharme, and they're asking you, Dale, about what it does for the guys. But I think they're back at home. Dom can line up his lines the way he wants. He can line match. He's got last change. So I'm curious how this game goes and what the addition of Dom Ducharme may do, that if it provides a spark to the team or not.
Yeah, you got to figure, they've had some success with him here in the playoffs. He was a likable guy. When I was there, again, I've said it plenty of times, he didn't really say much, but everybody liked him. He's just the assistant coach where, he doesn't have to shit on anybody. He's a nice guy. Everybody liked him. So, you got a feeling that the boys are going to want to play for him. He's coming back. Obviously his first Stanley Cup final as a head coach. You got to figure the boys are going to be fired up for him. That's a nice added perk for them. And then, he can I'm interested to see how they do the line matches tonight. Are they going to stick with okay, we need Phil on points line every single time? I don't know if he's great, but I just, almost last game, I almost felt like it was better because Montreal didn't concern themselves with the line matches as much, and they just kind of rolled their lines. Obviously having Armia on that fourth line was not that Jake was a liability or anything, but they were successful and they were pushing plays. So I'm interested to see if he specifically goes with the line matches, or do you let your team run a little bit and let the boys roll and keep everybody involved? Because that's the way they've had success. Obviously Phil's done a great job. Their line is shutting top lines down, but I'm interested to see what's going to happen on that one tonight. What do you guys think?
Oh, you hop in, Nick.
No, I'm exactly what you said. I mean, it's going to be, I don't even know. I'm just, like I said on Twitter, for the first time this series, I'm stressed. It doesn't happen very often, but it's such an important game that I don't even know what to expect. I mean, obviously they're going to come out swinging and play their hearts out. It's the first time in Montreal a Stanley Cup playoff game in 28 years. So the fans are going to be in it. I don't know. I just hope we just leave it all on the score first, stay out of the penalty box, and just going to be key of discipline tonight.
Yeah,
that's my point.
That's a big thing too.
The one thing in this series we haven't seen in the previous 3 is an actual superstar playing like a superstar. So Kucherov, every time he touches the puck, it's like he's got a force field around him. They can't get to him. And then the release off that slot shot is just incredible. Scares the crap out of me every time. And it might change the way we have to play in front of the net a little bit to give Carey line of sight, as we saw in some of the stuff that he got scored on. But yeah, it's the first superstar we've seen in the playoffs. Matthews, we shut him down. Stone, we shut down. Patch, we shut down. Obviously Scheifele couldn't, play. This is the first guy we've seen who's, Stamkos hasn't done much yet, but Kucherov is doing stuff. And that might require us to do something differently as well. I don't know.
He is so dangerous. How about the play where he got it on the blue line? It was like a 1-on-4. He didn't even really move. He took one stride, little pullback, sauce cross ice. He's so dangerous. Him and Point are incredible. Like you said, go back in the previous series. Yeah, they have superstar players, but none as I don't know, as excitingly offensive as Kucherov. As a fan of the game, the things he can do is incredible. You don't even know how injured he is right now, whether it's a rib injury or whatever it is. So it's he's pretty impressive to watch. But what I was impressed with too in game 2 was there was a lot of times Montreal made them look really average, just with their forecheck, their speed. There wasn't those odd man rushes all the time, like game 1, where it's holy smokes, where is Montreal? They always had guys back pressuring. Anytime the neutral zone, a Montreal guy was right on them on the back check. He could barely get to the red line. So the adjustments they made were huge. I was really impressed. We called it previously we said, you know what, Montreal's going to come back with a better game and make some adjustments. But I was very impressed.
And that's the thing too is game one. I think it was like a deer in the headlights moment for some of the players, or just a little bit nerves or the jitters or whatever you want to call it. And then game two, they said they would adjust, and they did this same thing in the Vegas series. They got pounded game one, made those adjustments, and you're crazy to think if Montreal wasn't the better team game two, just unfortunate outcome. So I think these adjustments are working, and Dom Ducharme said today too that they were going to continue doing some adjustments that they see. And honestly, I still feel good. I think they're going to play great tonight. I'm just excited because I saw one comment here from Tyler's Nick Suzuki in game two, though. I mean, if Nick Suzuki has another game like that, Toffoli as well, I think they can pot a couple here. And I think that's what you said earlier, Dale, is when you score that first goal, get a couple in this first period here. Make him start doubting himself, or Tampa go, oh, we're in for one now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe
before we can get the line changes too, right? Like,
yeah.
Last change now. Yeah.
That's huge. And you got to love the way he responded for such a young kid. Not that he was bad in game one, but obviously, you know, they were kind of the whipping boys for being against the point line and didn't have a very good night. But what a response. Like, I thought he was dynamite all over the ice. That's just such a huge quality as a young player. Like, Montreal has so much to look forward with him to be that good, that young, in the biggest stage that you can get on. Man, like, his future is so bright. It's so great to see.
Do you think, I just want to address this comment here. What do you guys make of maybe having Romanov or Kulak draw back in? Because we saw, I mean, defensive wise, last game, it's not like it was horrible. A few mistakes made. Like, the top four, let's be honest, they're tired, they're mangled up. Like, they've been giving 110% for the past couple of weeks. So at what point do we say maybe Romanov or Kulak should draw in? Or do they?
I don't know. That's a good point. It's so hard at this point, right? Like, yeah, the team played so well last game. They come out and get a win today, 2-1 in the series. You know, maybe you win game 4, 2-2. Like, I don't know if they get back in. But like, it's something we talked about before last game. I know this is the last series. You're trying to exhaust everybody, but you can't play the defensemen the way they were. I'm not saying, you know, our top four had a good night, but you could see in the third period, like, there wasn't a lot of juice left in those legs. And if we're getting into overtime here in a couple of games, you know, which could be a possibility tonight, like, you got that third pairing has to play. They got to just trust them and play them. They got at this point. Yeah. You have them in the lineup. You got to play them. You have to. Yeah. Tampa's not sheltering anybody. I saw that maybe there was one guy in their fourth line there, the Quebec, the Joseph kid, that played 6 minutes, 6:53, I think. But, you know, nobody's getting sheltered on their back end. So you got to continue to play guys. Yeah.
No, fully agreed. I mean, especially like we've talked about it several times. I mean, all playoff long is, if you're playing a more physical game, you're going to want Romanov in. He's fresh, he's healthy, he's ready to go. And you saw him last time that he stepped out onto that Bell Center ice. He's pumped and he's ready to go. I don't know. I'm all for the, I don't want to say the underdog, but he's waiting. Like, put him on.
Yeah, he'd do a good job too. I got no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. Him or Kulak, I think, could easily jump in.
Yeah. Yeah. We have our first guest, Danny, that's going to hop on here. Here we go.
Oh, fine.
And I'll sign off. I'll make room for Danny.
No, you can stay, man.
Don't Danny, look at that shirt.
Look at that. Hey, look at this. Today it came in. What timing? We're going to win. We're going to win, man. Come on.
That was sticking around for. That was worth sticking around.
Awesome Danny, that looks excellent, buddy. Yes. I love it.
I like it. Wow. I like it.
Well, guys, Danny, I'll let you have my spot. Okay, I don't want to kill the quad here. I got to go and attend to children and stuff. But guys, enjoy the game.
Enjoy, producer James.
All right,
see you, buddy.
Cheers, James.
Enjoy the lake, dude.
See ya.
Danny.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Good.
What's going on?
Not bad. And you?
Yeah. Hey, how's the stuff feeling? How do you like it?
It's good. I like it. It's good. It's very comfortable. Like the shirt is good. I like it.
Awesome. Yeah, beautiful.
Happy to hear that.
How are we feeling for tonight?
I didn't go outside with it, but
yeah, you look jacked up in that shirt. You've been doing a couple push-ups before you got on. Were you waiting or what?
Yeah. actually be in there with Anderson. Me and Anderson and you on one line. We'll take care of those bumps.
That'd be a good line, man. That'd be tough to handle. Tough to handle.
Yeah, it's
Glass
like the
would be rocking.
biggest game in 28 years.
Yeah, it is.
This is it.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
just
that crazy? What a wild thing to say.
Yeah,
But
like they
it's
played
true.
good. I was really proud the way they played last game. Like after 2 periods, we were like 28 shots were 28-8 or something like that. Like we had him, and it's like good confidence, right? It's good confidence for the kids. I'm pretty sure they pumped them in the room. They said, "Hey, look, we had him."
Yeah.
Couple mistakes.
Right there.
They're a great team, right? A couple mistakes.
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna make a mistake, might as well make it in their end, not at the blue line. Just make it in their end because they're like fast. They look for that, right?
Yeah, that's why they've been so successful, because there's teams, okay, you can't turn the puck over. Maybe they'll get an odd man rush, but this team, you turn it over, they score.
And it's like every ball.
They score.
I was counting like, they'll get a ball. Like even that goal the other night with 0.3 seconds left. It's like, oh man, come on, everything had to go right, and it went right for them. Yeah, like Sherrod missed a poke check, or
man.
He's probably looking at that. Yeah.
The play by Coleman, like he couldn't do that again if he tried. Like out of 10 times, he's not hitting it that perfect. Like diving, boom, like
Philly almost got a piece of that too.
There's a few goals like that. Even the goal they scored in the other, when the guy would cut in the middle and he just opened up his stick and it went right in the top hand corner.
Yeah.
Price, I bet you do that 10 times, you won't be able to do that again. You won't even come near the net. Come on, man. We all play hockey. We try to do that. Like, let me do it again. Like, I play hockey. Do it again. Give me that pass. And it's like goes to like Timbuktu. It's like, come on. It's like, yeah. But I saw the picture of your foot, Annik. I hope it's better.
It's pretty gnarly. I'm not gonna lie. But one at a time.
Yeah,
she's a game time decision. She's game time decision.
Yeah, I'm listed day to day. I mean,
but I just want to see. I need KK to have a breakout game. I'm waiting for him. Like I'm waiting for KK to he has a great shot. He has a body. I can't ask for Caulfield to be physical like KK. He doesn't have the structure, like the body. But KK, I just need this kid just to score one good goal and say, "Oh, I can do it. I beat this goalie. I beat Vasilevsky. He's not unbeatable." We just have to get traffic in front of him. Nobody's gonna score on these two guys if they see the puck. Come on.
No, not a chance.
KK's
a guy. Yeah, KK's I really like that because I thought he's played well in the first 2 games, but I still feel like he can bring a little more. I just feel like he's a guy like you talked about.
Yeah.
Come out and be physical.
And I like the thing, if they give Romy a chance, this could be the last 2 games of the play. Give the kid a chance to at least experience something at this level, right? Because it will be huge for him. Like for him to say, "Oh my God, I was in the Stanley Cup final. They gave me a chance." Like he's gonna be our primary D in the next 5 years. This kid's gonna be we won't have Weber anymore in 5 years probably. Like you'll move on, right? Like this is the kids of the future. You have to give these kids the roles in there, right?
Yeah, that's true. But as a GM, you're sitting there. You're like, man, you can taste it. You're right there. Like you're not thinking anywhere past this series. You're like, this is my last chance.
Our 4D is good. Like our top four, don't touch them. Hopefully they survive without But who do you take? Like our next D, we got a couple of guys that we can probably change, like Merrill and he's good. But I think Romy, if he steps in, he'll do I think he'll be more conscious what he's doing. He's not going to take too many risks and just he can pummel you. Just that is a game changer. He can help out, right? Those boards are coming in and you go, oh, there's Romanov. Let's not go to that side. Let's go to the other side. And then there's the head games to start, right? And we just have to take away their time and space. We have to play. I hate to say it, we have to play a perfect game tonight. Because I don't see us scoring like being up 3-0 or the luxury of 4-0, and then we can have a brain fart and they'll be like, okay, who cares, 4-1. But they're gonna make us sweat like they always do, right? Like,
hey, maybe tonight's the night they open it up. Who knows?
I hope.
There's
hope
Stanley
so.
Cup final.
They're just like you said. Kucherov is a great player. We just have to stick close to that guy and just don't make him do those dangly moves he does. Just keep a guy glued to him. Just your mission is to stay attached to this guy. Wherever he goes, you go. Don't let him, because he orchestrates a lot of the plays, right? Yeah. He draws a lot of it, like you say, he draws a lot of the players to him. And then he just does that little half spin and just sauces it over the other side. And then there's somebody coming down the middle, and it's like, come on, you guys didn't see that coming? Like he's doing it. Like he's not gonna beat you like 1-on-1. I don't think he's a player that he can DQ like 1-on-1 or like he'll try to make you go to the corner a little bit, push you over, or take you with him and then just grab that space, right? Just throw the puck in that space.
Yeah, whatever his injury is right now, you could tell he can't really open it up as much, so they can exploit that. But he's so dangerous.
Awesome.
He's so dangerous.
And
they've done a good job. They've done the best they can, I think, so far. I wouldn't say that they've done a poor job on him. So.
And Suzuki's line's playing mostly against him, right? It's Suzuki and Caulfield, right? They're playing against Kucherov line, right?
Yeah, we wouldn't expect that tonight. For very
and I think Suzuki had a great game last night. He was like last game he was like huge growth, and he's gonna get, and it's scary, like I said, I kept saying whatever happened, we're all Habs fans, we want Montreal to win the cup, absolutely, but whatever happens, we already won a huge hurdle for the future of this team, right? We have a lot of these kids going in the right direction for a lot of years, right? Like I'm very excited. I'm excited, right, for the kids.
For sure. Wow. When you look at, Montreal has two centers that they haven't had in how long? Two bona fide number one and a number two center. Like it's great. It's great for the future. Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. Just funnel for the net, guys. Just get everything. Stay away from the boards. We're too much along the boards, right? We're riding the boards too much. Just get in there, and as soon as you get over the blue line, just funnel to the net. Let them take you. What are they going to do? They're going to have to take a penalty. That is where the battle is. We have to go in there tonight. We cannot go to the boards and do a little flip shot, like 30-foot flip shot. That's not going to go in. we can't expect that. That's not the way I would want to go out, right? I would want to go out like, okay, let me go in there and just to get 40 shots. And we hit 3 crossbars and 5 posts and we lost, but we lost with the fight. We lost battling, right? That's the message that has to go in that dressing room tonight. And I think, our guys in there, like the senior guys there, they know they'll deliver it. No doubt, right?
For sure.
Well, Danny, thank you so much for joining. We're going to have some more guests actually popping on very soon. So have a great night. Thank you so much for calling in.
We'll have a great post-game show tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, for sure.
See you there, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Cheers.
Thank you.
See you, man. All righty. We get some more fans coming here shortly, but chat's pretty active.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. A lot of Habs-itivity in the chat here, guys. I like it.
And keeping it respectful.
Love
that's
it.
what I like.
It's fun. As a reminder, we do have the post-game show tonight whenever the game ends. I mean, if it goes to overtime, it's going to be pushed back here, but I think it's you two that are going to do it?
Yeah, we're getting double shifted tonight.
Yeah, double shift. Hey, it's biggest game of the year. We got a double shift, buddy. You got to have all hands on deck. So we're ready. We're ready.
Perfect. So we'll have that. Again, if you want to come on the show, email us at live@habstonight.com. And as you saw, everybody's getting their Habs Tonight merch. So go to habstonight.net to get your official Habs Tonight merch.
I love seeing everybody wearing it too, because I see it on social media and stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so comfortable too. Could live in
Yeah,
those hoodies.
Tons of different colors. It's unreal. Go check it out if you haven't had a chance to yet.
You need to get a Habs
Thank you,
tonight
Alex.
beer. Maybe
Need
Torque
Habs
can help us
tonight
out
beer.
with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a Torque right now.
A little bit.
A little Torque Brewing.
I love how you're wearing a
There you
hoodie of yourself too.
It's a sweet.
Yeah, I
hoodie,
know.
though.
I had to. I just love this one. It's actually
Absolutely
pretty good. If you guys
hilarious.
can see it, get
Just
this-
Dale with it.
That's one Paling wants, isn't it?
Yes. That's the one he commented he wanted. It's gonna be fun to get our
We get little Uzi Pails with one of those sweaters.
yes, sir.
Anyway, so obviously fans email in to come on the show live at habstonight.com. I saw one person. I want to know if we can get him on. I saw him in the chat earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here. Ian Patterson. He's gone. MIA
No,
on us.
Ian Patterson's.
I saw
came
him
back?
in the chat earlier. I want to know if he's here, and if he is, well, if he's not downtown getting on it, email in, or if you're downtown, call in so we can see the madness that's going on because it looks insane.
There he is.
See? He's here. I want Ian Patterson back.
Oh,
We haven't
Ian,
seen him in weeks.
Wow, Ian, great to see you, buddy. I would love to.
the show.
Appreciate that, Bear. Yeah, if anyone's downtown right now, I'd love to get a view of what's going on down there. If you guys want to call in, that would be excellent to see. I would love to get fired up. I saw some videos of this afternoon, just people everywhere.
It's insane already. Like people were in line at what, like 12 this afternoon just to get in at La Cage au Sport at the Bell Center.
Is Shano there?
Oh, probably.
That'd be sweet. I'm so jealous people that live in Montreal.
I don't know if you guys saw, but on Twitter recently they just tweeted that you remember that kid whose mother passed away that Carey Price gave a hug to during practice? Anderson, I believe was his last name. So Jeff Molson just FaceTimed him and is bringing him to the game tonight.
Yeah, the one he brought to the awards, his mom passed away, and Pricey gave him some time there. His name
isn't it like Whitehead?
Yeah,
like
Anderson
Whitehead.
Yeah.
So he's bringing him to the game. He's taking care of all expenses and everything. So extra special and extra classy from Jeff Molson and the organization. You love to see it.
Hey, a little bit of good karma.
We have Joshua with the incredible beard joining us.
Yes, the beard. You can't forget the beard. Mine looks like
yes, Josh. There it is.
Can't go shave quick.
How's it going tonight?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing really well. Doing really well tonight. I'm excited for the game.
I like it. What's your thoughts tonight?
I'm thinking it's going to be close, like the last one. But like your guest before was saying, you got to be perfect because they can bury it. You make one little mistake, and it's in the back of your net. So Carey can only be so good. So, you know, and you can tell that our top four is exhausted because that third period, it was like their legs. They didn't have the legs. They didn't have. I know I said brain fart. Like I said with Edmondson, he thought Petrie was going to be right there, and they buried it.
That play was interesting to me because Montreal uses that little reverse a lot, and sometimes I mean it doesn't look like it, but I don't know. Like when I was forechecking a couple times, I would like call for the puck and just like if I'm forechecking the other guy, I would call for it, and it's happened a couple times where the guy dropped it to me. Like it's happened. That one was a little more costly than like just a normal one, but like I don't know if maybe the guy on their team called for it or just something to throw him off because it was just. I mean, he doesn't make those plays very often. He's pretty steady. He makes the right play a lot of times. I was interested on that one. If I don't know, maybe the other team called for it. Maybe Petey did call for it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there was some confusion there because it's just a play he doesn't make very often, right? And it could be exhaustion, like
Would Pricey call for a reverse there? Maybe too. Not seeing the Tampa player. Like, would Price call for a reverse sometimes if he sees something?
Yeah, like it could be a lot of things. Like that's what I was confused about. I don't know if he just blatantly decided he was going to throw one in. Like I just feel like maybe someone called for it, or I don't know. Like you just saw him. He gets so rattled after. Obviously, I don't know. You'd be pissed off if you had a turnover like that, anyways. But I always give the guy the benefit of the doubt, you know.
Well, I think they're saying on the broadcast it could have been the Tampa player that was behind him that was faking him out and calling for it and passed it back. So, but it's like I said, those little mistakes. It was so frustrating. The last two games, or game two, it was just they played so well. Like I was so pumped, so excited. Everybody was on it, skating, hitting, passing was crisp, and just to and that 2-1 was it 2-1 when he like 0.3 seconds left. Unbelievable. It was like that. I guarantee that sucked the life right out of the room.
Oh, definitely. It was backbreaking, especially when you played so good in that period too. And you're seeing Phil Deneau go up the wall there, and you're just thinking like either just get the red line, get it deep, or whatever. But just a good play by Tampa, and like we were saying earlier with Danny when he was on, it was just this championship teams make you pay. You're in the Stanley Cup final. These little mistakes, it's just so costly now, and it's just weird seeing them capitalize on like 3 mistakes and it's in. Yeah. Like 3 individual mistakes is 3 goals. It's incredible.
I was watching TSN and John Lou was breaking it down, and that play was 9 seconds left, and there was 5 touches that happened. I think it was 5 Canadiens pretty much touched the puck and had a chance to get it out, and couldn't do it. It was just, and Deneau dive in. He got his stick on the puck, and the other guy just banks it in. He's like, give us some luck here. Let's gotta have something.
It's true too. It just seems like there's no luck. Like there's no puck luck. Like the first game, goals were going in off everything, bouncing everywheres. And we have to admit, Suzuki got a lucky goal against Vasi that second game there. But I mean, it just seems like it's all luck, and it's just costly mistakes. And that, I guess, as a hockey fan, you're watching the Stanley Cup Finals, you got to appreciate just how good this hockey is, where it's almost like a stalemate until somebody makes that first mistake, and then boom, it's a goal. It's just incredible hockey to watch, I think, right now.
100%. Sure. Josh, before we let you go, do you want to give us a few predictions for tonight?
Prediction is probably like I predicted the last game was going to be 3-2. Not for Tampa, for us, but
let's hope.
I think it's going to be close game tonight. They're going to play like they did last night, play a little harder, and they got to get the shots they've been getting on Vasilevsky are in his chest or to his pat. Like they have to get good rebounds. There's too many pucks where he's seeing it, and it's just right on him. They have to get up high on him, because low he's not good unless that one Suzuki tossed him, but he was sleeping on that one. But it's just going to be better shot selection and up high on him. And no, I think we're going to win tonight. But there's no way they're getting more than 3 goals against Vasilevsky. He's too good.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for sure.
Yep. No, I'm positive. I think it'll be a good game tonight. And Ducharme's back on the bench, so that's going to give him a boost, and they'll be wanting to play for their coach.
100%.
Perfect.
Well, thank you, Josh. Appreciate you jumping in, man.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. You have a good night.
You too, man.
You too. Cheers.
Enjoy the game.
Go ahead. Go.
We have Luke, who's calling in from Germany.
I'm going to go shave my beard now because everybody's kicking the shit out of mine.
Oh, Luke's got a good beard too. What's going on, buddy?
Hey guys, yeah. Thanks. Can you can hear me good?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
So you're Germany?
Yes, I live in Germany, yeah. I can't believe I actually made it to one of these. I always watch the streams the next day, because it's 20 to 1 20 to 2 in the morning right now here.
Oh jeez.
Are you stay up for the game?
I'm gonna watch the start, but it's my mother's birthday tomorrow, so I gotta get to see them tomorrow. So I don't think I'm gonna do the whole game, but anyway, really stoked. Dale, I'm a big fan of yours. I loved your series 2014. I loved you when you came to Montreal. Anyway, big fan of yours. Right. Really, really cool that I get to meet you here. Yeah. Yeah,
awesome, man. I appreciate that.
I'm really cool that you guys have guests. such a cool thing that you guys are doing. I really appreciate it. As a big Montreal fan, I'm a huge fan of you guys. Love the channel.
What made you a Habs fan?
My dad's a Habs fan, actually. So my parents are both Canadian. They moved to Germany quite a while back. So we moved back to Canada in between, but we've been back in Germany since 2002. So quite a while. So yeah, but because of my dad, always been a Habs fan. My brother's actually a Chicago fan. But my dad and myself
rivalry.
are both.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. We get into some arguments, but we keep it civil. So
the question is, did you prefer Dale in Montreal or Dale in Chicago?
Well, I mean, obviously, Dale in Montreal all the way. I mean,
I preferred it in Montreal a lot better too.
No question. I mean, heart and soul. I love players like Dale. I really do. I mean, they're the heart and soul, of the whole team. I wish I had my jersey on right now, but I do have the banner. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah, we can
it
see
hangs on my wall.
Hopefully, we'll be adding another year to that banner
we
soon.
got the 93 right here. We'll have a 2021 down here. Perfect
space for it. Yeah.
Right.
Perfect.
I mean,
it's almost like fate. It worked out perfect, right?
It's meant to be. I'd say
it is. It is. You just feel like this team is like a team of destiny. Do you not? The way the run's gone since the 3-1 from Toronto. Do you not feel that way?
I honestly say, I mean, I must say, I have to admit, I was one of the Montreal fans that during the Toronto series, I started to get skeptical after Game 3. Yeah, after Game 3, it was that was a 4-0 game, I think, that Toronto won, and it got me worried. And then, I started to worry, but then when we won Game 5, I started to think, okay, this is not going to be as bad as I thought. And they really started to step up. The system started to work. I mean, a lot of things didn't change the way they were playing. It was just it started to work the way they were playing,
Yeah.
And and then after that, I had no doubts in my mind at all. I mean, they're doing a fantastic job. Even last game, I thought they did a great job. They did a fantastic.
We deserved
job.
that game last game
for sure. Yeah,
we deserved it.
You can't win every game.
You can't. But I mean, it's
bounces go that way. Sometimes they go this way. So I think you win some, you lose some. On the other hand, you're in Tampa. Who knows? Vasilevsky plays amazing. I don't think it's such a big deal if they stick to the game plan, stick to the way they're playing. They have the right attitude, and I'm proud of the team no matter what. They did such a fantastic time. They did a fantastic job all playoffs, and it's really exciting to watch them. It's really fun. And that's the main part. I think as a fan, it's such a fun thing to just watch them because they do such a great job, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, the last time we had such a great run was in 2014. I think everybody said it like 2014 was the last run we've had so far, but you just feel the energy this time. The boys are playing; they're hungry for it. The Carey's on another level, and you got to think the boys are playing for Carey and Shea too, right? Two of the most. Older guys on the team who have been in the league for so long, and this is the furthest that they've come. So it's nice to see, and hopefully we win one tonight and get some momentum going and build off of it. What's your prediction before we let you go?
I'm gonna say like a 3-1 win for the Habs. I think that's realistic. I think we'll do it. We'll get an empty netter in there.
3-1.
Let's hope.
An empty netter. Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's hope. Thank you so much for calling in, Luke. Make sure you call in again. Enjoy the game and say happy birthday to, I believe it was your mom, you said?
My mom, yeah.
Well, happy birthday to your mom.
Thank you for having me. It was great meeting you guys. Annik, Brandon, Dale, really honor meeting you guys. Have a great one. Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
We might see him post game. It's
Maybe
2 a.m. there.
After a big win.
If this goes in overtime or 2, he's gonna have breakfast while we're still going.
Yeah, could be. Could be if it's a late one.
Yeah,
we might see it.
It's Germany. That's awesome. We've had Korea, Germany, Sweden, everything. I know we got some more fans here, so I'll zip it up.
We have Watson here with some family members joining in. How's it going?
Yes. Look at the jerseys. I love that.
Nice collection.
Little bit nervous tonight, though. Yeah, a little bit nervous.
Big game, eh?
Yeah.
Huge game.
just before we get started, Dale, I really loved watching you play when you were with Montreal. And
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You had heart, and I heard your story about growing up as a Montreal fan and that. So that's in my family for 100 years we've been Montreal fans ever since inception. So it was just great to see you play, and I watched you play with the heart and the grit that you had, and then I really wish you were on the ice with the team right now in this situation where that sort of dedication is really needed right now. So just wanted to say I really loved watching you play there when you were with Montreal.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's man, that's really nice of you. That's me. That's like the best compliment you could give me is just a guy that's I always prided myself on working my ass off and playing for the jersey and being a team guy. That's always been my MO. So I appreciate that.
Just love your story. I'm a guy that was there in the '93 run. I remember that really well. And I was actually out in Banff the year that they won. And people in Banff, when Montreal made it to the finals that year, it was all of Canada. It didn't matter where you were. Everybody was cheering for them. And the guys made a tinfoil Stanley Cup, and they were marching down the street, and the beverages were flowing. It's a lot of fun. So I've got my own family now. I got my son Russell here, who's 14-year-old 6-foot defenseman, bringing him up.
He looks like he's right out of he's ready for the draft right now. He looks like he's just got drafted.
Looks like he just got drafted.
Yeah. So bringing him up right. So this is the first time that they get to see Montreal in the Stanley Cup Finals, right? Since they've been born, it's been there for a while. But I gotta say, I thought maybe the energy that they had, the bringing it up from the bottom and overcoming Toronto, maybe they're run out of gas a little bit at this point. I don't know, but I got a question for you. I mean, you're down 2-0. You're a little bit tired. I mean, you know that this is a big game. You know that you got to get it. Like, Dale, what do you do? Like, what do you do as a player, and what does the coach say to the guys to keep them focused, to get them out there?
Yeah, it's kind of what I said earlier is after game one, there's some doubt in your mind. Obviously, you haven't played them all year, and they just put an absolute clinic on how to play, and you're like, holy smokes, we might be in trouble here. Then you kind of reset your mind. You come to game two, and you're like, okay, it's a different story. We know how they play now. We made some adjustments. Now let's see how we do. And then you come out and you dominate for 90% of the game. You should have won that game. So there'd be so much confidence in that room. As a coach, I would come in and say, look, we're in our building. We win one game. Let's not look too far down the road. It's cliche. Everybody says it, but they wanted home ice. This is why you have home ice advantage. You win today, 2-1, and then the pressure is on Tampa. You go win 2-2, boom, you're back in a series. So I don't think it's too hard to get them motivated and focused tonight because of how well they played in game two. You have the confidence in your program. You have the confidence in your systems. You have Carey Price in net. He's showing up tonight. So, they have so much to be amped up and be positive about because they're right there. The way they played, scrap game one, you didn't play each other all year. It is what it is. Game two to me is the telltale sign, and you got to feel good about your game. And, the penalty kill was good. Everybody you saw a lot of good rebound performances. And, I would expect the same thing tonight, obviously being at home though, try to use the momentum a little bit. Tampa hasn't played in an empty building in a little while, so that could factor in, but I think they're confident going in tonight.
Okay. That's great to hear. They really need it. I really want to see them win. They got to
win. Got to win tonight.
I said to my boys and my daughter as well, who plays hockey also, competitive hockey. And I said, this is just a wonderful thing. I'm so happy that, you guys get to see this. But Dale, wish you were on the ice, mister. Loved watching you play.
I would love to be out there tonight. I'd be smashing the boards early for sure.
Fun to watch for sure. Watson, before we let you go, any predictions for overall score tonight?
Anything.
Yeah, you know what, the person who was on with you just prior to us joining, I liked his prediction of a 3-1. I could see this being really tight going in 2-1 and seeing Tampa hold their goalie and us popping one in. So yeah, I like that prediction. I think that's a good call.
Love that.
Here's to hoping, eh?
Like it, guys. Really like it.
What
What do you mean?
I don't know. Anything to say about the Leafs?
Yeah, Dale, you really remind me of Gally a lot. Like, he got all that heart and soul. I obviously I haven't watched hockey for as long as he has because I'm only 14. Only in the past 2 years I've really gotten into it. But
Nice.
just seeing you last year, especially against Pittsburgh, you obviously didn't play in the top 6, but you added so much to that team, I think. Just for the heart and soul there.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's nice of you. I thought I added a lot too. Fucking guys should have re-signed me, but that's all right.
Oh god.
No, the Dale, we're big fans. Big fans.
Awesome. I love it. I love it.
Told the kids all about you and stuff like that, and I said I really wish you were out there with them. They need you.
Oh man, I'd love to be out there tonight. That'd be incredible.
It'd be insane to watch, honestly. Thank you so much for calling in, Watson. Make sure you guys call in again. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Hope to talk to you again.
Pleasure to meet you
Cheers.
guys.
See you
Look forward
guys.
to talking to you soon. Take care, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, you too.
Cheers.
I love that
I-
though. 'Cause it
I
just
emailed
reminds me-
Ian. He should be here soon. So
good.
sorry, you were saying?
It just reminds, like, I go watch the game with my old man all the time, and I just remember growing up watching it with him. So I'm just happy to see another set of parents and son or daughters, if they're watching as well, just spend that time with their parents and watching the Habs, because it is a special run. It's just good to see. And our boy is finally back after a little bit of a hiatus. We have Ian Patterson back on the show.
Oh,
Ian,
wow.
how's it going, buddy?
Good, boys. I'm about as fired up as Dale Weise.
Oh, Ian. Man, it's
Sound
been
like you're
too long.
chomping
I
at the
miss
bit
you,
to get
buddy.
out there.
I miss you. It's been too long.
Miss you too, Dale, buddy. Miss you in that uniform.
Oh,
I think we all
kill
do.
to be out there tonight. I would kill to be out there. How you feeling?
Good, good. A little nervous, but like good. Like excited, nervous.
Yeah, you need that. Little anxious, you need it. It's good for you. Get the
But I
heart
mean,
rate
we,
up a
we,
little bit.
can't, we can't go down 3-0. That's the biggest thing, right? That's
No.
that's where the nerves.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
But,
have it
I mean,
Again, too.
You
What
take
were
a
you
Sounds like
look.
you're chomping at the bit, eh, Dale?
I love the. What are you drinking there tonight? What do we got?
Moosehead.
Standard
Always
Moosehead, eh?
Moosehead. Yeah, man. I'm gonna start calling them and see if I can get a sponsor for all these shout outs.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's free marketing. There's no way. You should be getting some
Put a
cans for
case of beer per game.
that.
So, any thoughts on
Oh.
tonight's game, Ian, or any thoughts on the game the other day?
I love the last game. We just, they got more breaks than we did, but I love the game. I like the way we played. I think, that Suzuki goal is a little bit of luck, but he earned his luck, right? And we got to do more than that. Like, that luck came out of effort, so we got to create more luck, I think.
That's
Yeah.
a great point. I like how you worded
Great
that.
point.
Yeah,
That's true.
And like Josh Anderson too. He has those shifts where he just decides he's taking over the game. Like he's just going to force something to happen. You know what I mean? So we need more Josh Anderson doing that tonight. I'm not saying it's easy to do every shift, but he has a knack for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and he's got the ability. That's what we need, right? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
He can just decide. Okay, I'm going to take this puck to the net. You're not stopping me, or I'm going to run you on the forecheck every single time. Like, he's caught Sergachev a couple times, and Sergachev's looking over his shoulder every time he goes to the puck now. So
there was a couple times. Yeah, a couple times wide there. He almost took a look and said, "Fuck it," and put the shoulder down and just
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking it. Yeah,
it's
great.
Oh yeah. So we need more of that for sure tonight.
More of that. Bodies in front. Like, I thought they did a better job of setting up the layers of screens last game.
Definitely.
Yeah,
If
definitely.
guys going in later, you need that. We need off the shin pads, off Galley's chin and in. I don't care.
Yeah.
Galley
Even
might
more
care.
scars.
Could see that one happening for sure.
Yeah, it'll probably happen. He's going to take one off the face and put it in.
Jeez. Well, that's pretty much all that's missing this series, right? He's got everything else in the face.
Yeah,
Crazy.
exactly. The only thing he's left to accomplish.
What a guy.
I loved when they showed him walking into the rink, like getting off the bus. His face is just mangled, just incredible. Just what that's just like. Put that on a commercial for like hockey playoffs. Like that's it right there. It's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Irish blood. Right?
Yeah.
It must be what it is.
Must be what it is. Oh yeah.
So you know, heading downtown or what?
I stay home and watch the games. I can't go and risk not seeing it. Like look through a window and watch a game. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I might go down like next game and go sit at a pub somewhere, but I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight.
McLean's Pub, maybe visit our boy
McLean's
Stuart
Pub for sure, or right at the Mecca at Lacage. That would be the only other option.
Oh,
you have to get
in line early.
I'd love to see you in there smashing a couple moose heads.
I'm not against a 2:00 arrival time at a pub for an 8:00 game, but that's what I've got to do, right?
Nobody's questioning your commitment, buddy. Nobody.
If anybody can do it, it's you.
Once in a while.
I love it.
Pick your spots.
So before we wrap up here, what's your prediction for tonight?
2-1 overtime. Habs pull it off. Habs win. It's going to be a greasy goal to get there. And I don't know. We're just going to grind out in overtime. Carey Price will not allow us to lose.
Not in overtime. He won't allow it, eh?
That I can believe.
Yeah. And it's a progression. Like the Habs are better as the series goes on. Like they're better in the video room, you know? Like they adapt. You saw it from game 1 to game 2. We'll squeeze out a victory, realize we can beat them, go on a run.
Love that.
I
love that.
That's such a good take. That's a great take.
Might not look back. Might not look back.
I like that, Ian. I appreciate you jumping on. I know you might have heard me call you out earlier, saying I saw you in the chat. So I was like, I'm getting Ian on tonight. It's been too long. I got to see Ian. So just happy you made some time for us.
Yeah, I threw it on the background. So yeah, I just happened to I heard you there. That's good.
Oh, perfect.
Fired up.
Good. I love it. I love it, buddy. Enjoy the
Thanks
game.
for calling in, buddy.
All right, Habsitivity. Let's go. Go Habs, go.
Hey, absolutely. We'll see you in the post-game show.
For sure. Yeah, maybe. One eye open. Double overtime here.
See you, buddy.
Tonight, buddy.
Man, that guy cracks me up.
Oh, it's perfect. That just made my night.
Before we wrap up, just a quick story. My dad was actually talking with Lekkonen's dad last night, and he was saying that Lekkonen, when he got hit, obviously he was a bit sore in the next few days, had to get a few stitches on his elbow, got cut a few times, but he was so pissed off that they lost. And his father said he's going to come out swinging tonight, and he's going to get the win.
Oh,
so we've got a pissed off Lecky on the ice tonight.
Lex City, let's
Dan
go.
Man Insider. I like
Dan
it.
Man Insider.
Oh, Dan, love it. Love it.
All right, so I think we got puck drop coming here. Well, the game starts in whatever.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts, gang? I'm not going to do a prediction just because I don't know.
Oh, change it up.
I am actually.
Yeah, right. Annik, hit it. You go first.
I've got 2-1 Lecky and Suzuki.
Oh wow. Okay. This is crazy. I've had a feeling all day that they were going to score some goals today. I don't know why.
Go for it.
There's nothing that proves that or that would suggest it. But I just feel like they're going to get on the board tonight. I feel like there's going to be some goals with a big start. I think it's going to be 4-2 tonight for Montreal. It seems like a lot of goals. I feel like they're going to get to him today. Home ice advantage. They're going to be amped up like Ian Patterson, and they're going to be ready to rock tonight. I don't know who's going to score them, but I think 4-2 tonight, and we draw back in the series.
Hope so.
2 1s, 3 1s, 4-2.
4-2.
Do I say a 1-zip overtime? Can you imagine?
Oh,
No.
It could.
don't do that to me.
It could for sure.
Somebody did the same thing here. Here you go.
I think you know what,
Bryson.
Dale, I like the idea, and I do think it's going to be a very low, tight event hockey.
Yeah.
I can see it being a 4-1 with an empty netter, like them being up 3-1, and then Tampa trying to go for it, and then just a 4-1 icing on the cake. Bell Center goes wild. Friday night insanity downtown Montreal.
Oh, it would be nuts. I don't know. I just got a feeling they're going to score some goals. They're going to break through tonight. He's a great goaltender. It's not like he's going to have an off night, but I just eventually when you keep putting pucks there.
Game. I wish him a shit game.
If they play the way they did last game, you put a little more pucks there. Things change from night to night. You get a couple breaks. Who knows? Tonight could be that night. That's what I'm thinking.
There you go.
I think we can kind of wrap it up here so people can get going to their TVs, get their beers, get their waters, get their chips, get whatever they want. But before you leave, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, give us a like, give us a comment. We know Dale and I are double shifting. I don't know if Nick's going to be there or not, but post-game right after the game, depending when that is. We'll get the post-game show going regardless. Going to have some fun. So once again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give us a like, a comment. Let us know what you think. And also, get your Habs night gear so you can support the channel and also support Montreal Canadiens when you're downtown, wherever you are. Show off the gear. Let's make this popular. Let's have fun with this and have a great community here. So that's it from me. Let's end it with a Go Habs Go. Can't wait.
Love it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you after.
Cheers, guys.